morning. Well, let's rejoice this beautiful body and this beautiful mind. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm sending a hug through the airways. Take an inhale and breathe in wellness to your cells. Go up and take a bit of a back bend. Inhale and go over to a side for half moon. You can even pull your own arm and you can even cross your leg as you ease into it. Ooh, hello. And you can add a rotation down and up. And you might notice that a lot of times I'll do small movements at first to wake up the body. I want you to feel like you have the ability to follow your intuition on how far you go. As your body warms up, it'll go a little farther a lot at times, but you're listening. Inhale to your body as well as the cues. Inhale. Oh, it feels so good. Now, if you're ready, go up. Recross the feet or re-neutralize them. Your hand can hold. Now your other, Betty, your screen is off. I can't see you, but maybe you're not on either. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Rotate. Oh, here you come. That a girl. I know. I learned this weekend from Karen, sometimes we don't know what's happening on the other side of the screen, so I'll just cue those things from now on. Rotate, if I can't see you, rotate and rotate. You're also pulling more if you can. Breathe in, you're breathing to that part of your rib cage. And inhale, wellness and care. And now when you're ready, you're gonna come up, both feet are underneath the hips. Open up the legs to about, if you look down under your wrist, that's about where your ankles are. Now take an inhale, and on your exhale, it's kind of like you're flying down. Your hands can go to your ankles, shake out any tension in your neck, and then you can put your hands on your ankles or the floor. A little baby knee bend on both sides, a little baby knee bend on both sides. Bend and straighten, bend. And you may not straighten because your legs might still feel like they need to stay bent, and that's okay. And then hold a place for 5. Breathe in. And then take your hand about underneath your nose, either on your hand or your knuckle. Inhale, reach the left arm open. You're like a windmill. Breathe in. Your palm can face the side. Inhale. It's almost like you're good, Shireen. It's almost like I'm pulling your arm up and back, up and back, up and back. So you feel those little micro movements happening. I've got your wrist, I'm pulling you up and back. Good. Inhale. Now let the hand be underneath your nose, or excuse me, your under the floor underneath your nose. Inhale, the other arm up. Act like I've got you. So you're not very heavy on that bottom arm at all. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. I'm pulling your top arm up and back. Maybe your legs are starting to lengthen. Make sure your neck feels cared for. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in. Now exhale, come down. Let your hands go to your elbows and just kind of shake like you're a rock, like you're the bell, like a bell. And inhale. Now let your hands come up to your hip bones, and when you're in halfway, if you have to pause, that's okay. Come up whenever you're ready, and then go into a bit of a back bend. Hands go to the back, breathe in, your heart lifts. Open up your arms like a T, a 5-pointed star. Now we're gonna flip the right toes towards the wall that your fingers are facing to. I'm pulling your arm, just act like I'm pulling your arm. Now when you can't go anymore, you just come down, you don't force anymore. Your hands wherever it is. Let's take this arm and a few sweeps. So you can do circles where you inhale, lift, exhale over, or you could just do half a circle. So I'm gonna offer 3 to 5 of those. It just wakes that arm up a little bit more. And then find a place that feels good. Over your ears, a really nice one. Again, act like I'm pulling you. Act like you're against a wall. That looks excellent. Breathe. This hip is one point and your middle finger's the other, and you're trying to get as long as you can. Breathe. Breathe. Yeah, nice, Cheryl. That's a great one too, behind your back. I love it. Inhale. Keep stretching, keep opening. You feel these tiny little releases in your leg, your side, and your shoulder. Now we're gonna exhale, gracefully power up. Now you're in a 5-pointed star, and you're gonna turn the other toes. Find a thigh position that serves your joints. Go out, so your joints should feel like they fit, nothing's forced. Reach out, then that hand comes down. Now this arm can do about 3 or 5 circles or sweeps. The goal is you're getting a little bit more dynamic mobility, and you're finding out how that is. So I always open up like maybe the second or third one. So see what your trend is. Find a place. Breathe in. Keep going. I'm just going to take off one layer. And feel the side. Feel the ribs open. You might even enjoy, I like even flipping my arm, because that shoulder likes those little nuances. Or like you did shoulder, Cheryl, behind you. That's a nice one. Oh, breathe. I've got your wrist. It's like I'm pulling you. Good. That's good, Betty. Keep stretching from middle finger to hip. Keep rotating back. Like I've got my hands on your ribs and I'm rotating you back. Good, Cheryl. I got a good view of you. The phone found you. Feel those tiny little, it's like a micromillimeter, but it makes all the difference. Breathe in. Feel the bottom leg too. Just notice what you feel. Breathe in. And it's almost like someone's got your arm pulling you up. Pivot your feet either straight or toe in. Exhale down, but this time we're gonna walk the fingers forward like down dog. So, but the legs stay wide. Down dog, hammock pose. Hold. 5, 4. Act like I'm pulling your hips back. Now, if you care to add on, lift your heels, and you may have to adjust your hands, so don't worry if you have to. And then you pass through this plank with wide feet and breathe in. Now you're really strong. Your shoulders are down the back. Good. Inhale. I like it. And then you shift back and your heels press. Inhale. You can add on the lift, and then you pass through plank, and then you can add on. And at this moment, yep, curl. You can go back, heels down. And you're just doing this movement. You don't even have to articulate yet. We're going to get that in a minute. So just going to waken up the body. Here, extension. One more of those. Otherwise, just stay in that hammock. Breathe in. Now you're good. You're really strong and open in your clavicles. And exhale. Now when you're in this upside down, walk your hands back. Walk over to your right leg and hold on that side. You might feel like you can lengthen your knee. You might feel like you need to shake out your neck. Take another inhale here. Let your exhale melt you like butter. Walk over to the other foot. Come back towards the center. Interlace your fingers if you care to add on, and let the arms float overhead. 5, I'm going to take a look. Woo, good looking. Shoulder flexibility, good. 3, Now the hands will glide to your hip bones, come up halfway. If you need more time to blood pressure adjust, go for it. If you feel good to come up and even beyond, elbows slide to the back, heart lifts. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And then good. Go back to neutral, hands at the heart. Now in this one, you can jump, you can step, whatever it is, it's elastic. Grab a sip if you'd like, it's elastic, it's pliant. So you're imagining yourself as springy, and that's how you're trying to execute the movement. Springy, elastic, like an animal in the woods. Now when you're ready, open up the 5-pointed star. Lift and spread your right toes towards the wall that your right finger's facing forward. And you're just gonna bend your knee a few times. It also gets some synovial fluid in that knee. When you have feel like it's warmed up, your knees over the heel, your arms can open. There's a lot of variation here because our bodies are a little different, but roughly the back leg's in and roughly the right knee's over the heel. And this is a strong pose. I'm gonna look at you so that you can, you're adjusting your torso over your pelvis. Good, Karen, just pretend like I have your wrist like half an inch and just barely, yep, that's it. It only took a half an inch this time, victory. And then pubic bone under, rib down, awesome. Notice how it feels now, because that's the right place. Just kind of burn that memory in your mind. I've got your arms and I'm pulling them wide. Breathe in, like an eagle or a red-tailed hawk. Let the right elbow go to your thigh. Let your left arm go over your ear or so, wherever you need to go, because we're going to switch it up. It could be your right hand goes on the floor. It could be your left arm goes behind you. What do you need today the most? Your body will tell you. Keep the breathing. The breathing is long and fluid. Now get ready, take an inhale, and strong bodies up. 5-pointed star. Pick up your left toes and kind of bend that left knee a few times. And you're also seeing, where does it track? How's it feel? And then let it be settled over your heel. Thank you. Let your arms open up and your palms are face up. You're looking over that hand. I'm gonna look at you though. Yeah, let me see. Looking good. This is also called Warrior 2. Perfect. Excellent. You feel that it's just a little different as opposed to kind of shifting over your, just directly, your ribs are over your pelvis. That's another way to say it. Awesome. You're doing it. Palms open. Inhale. This elbow, this left elbow could go to your thigh, but it's kind of like you're lengthening before you go over. That could be it, maybe behind you. Nice, good, Michelle, good. Do you feel how even your transition was awesome? So it starts to feel like the whole thing is the yoga, the transitions and the postures, not just the postures. Maybe you want to go down, it's up to you. Maybe you want to just go behind. Ooh, that feels nice today. Good. Kind of play around. Yeah, play around. And then when you find this, oh, that feels good, I need that hold. You got it, yep. Good, Michelle, that's a great one. Arm back is just a nice, and your gaze is where your neck needs to be for care. Legs look good, Karen. Everybody looking good. Breathe in. Now get ready, because you're gonna push, the legs are now strong up. 5-pointed star. Hands at the heart for a moment. Whew. All right, open up. Palms open, bend the right knee. And this time put the knee over the ankle, but this hand, you're gonna go up and back. The hand could be on the leg. The hand could be on the calf. You're not ever forcing your knee down. That's the main thing here. You can have it on the lateral knee as long as you're not pushing. Does that make sense? So Now hold, breathe. Parvriti Virabhadrasana is reverse warrior. Feel that distance between your rib and your pelvis. Open with your breath. Act like I'm pulling your arm. Good, Cheryl. Your shoulders are looking good in all these stretches. It's wonderful. 5, 4. Oh, feel how it gets longer, like I'm pulling your wrist so that distance between your rib and your pelvis gets long. Breathe in and come up. Straighten the right knee. Now this is sort of a baseline move. Pick up 5 point star. Pick up the left toes. Face the knee over the heel. Now up and back. Parvriti. And up and back. Still, yep, there you go. So it's like your arms are this humongous wide span. You're really reaching even through the elbow. I know it tends to want to bend, but see if you can lengthen through. Breathe, breathe, sink. This front thigh is strong. Your legs feel like they're in a good place for your joints. Nothing's hyperextending. Nothing feels like it's friction in the bones, but your muscles feel like they can lengthen. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale. Now, while you're here, scan your body. Is anything tense that doesn't need to be, like your jaw? Your glutes might just need a little tension, but they don't need to be death gripping walnuts. Your mouth is maybe even slightly open to prevent any tension in your mouth. Now come open, lengthen. Okay, this time, exhale, forward fold, right down the middle. Hold the hands on the floor and pull. Neck soft. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then inhale, come up, hands at your heart, pause, and go all the way up until you're in a bit of a back bend. Notice how it might change each time you do this. Breathe in, inhale, reach both arms up, catch the sun, bring it to your heart. Now both feet can step or jump or walk together. Samastitihi, and then grab a sip of your coffee with goat milk and meet me back on the mat. I'm going to remove my socks now and do a little tree pose. And the feet are going to lift and spread because that's just a nice way to wake up the muscles that are supporting us all day long. So see if they can spread. I know I can't show this as well, but really think about the toes separating from each other. The main part of the foot stays down while you wake it up. There, the toes should be spreading better. And the left foot's going to stay down. Now, if you want to hold on to something, that's just fine. Your whole body will shift. That's normal. And then you bring it up to something. I'm going to say a few cues with this. So your foot could be in the part of your inner thigh flesh that matches or contours your inner thigh. You could be lifting up. You gently push your foot into your thigh and your thigh gently pushes back. Look at you! I have to brag on Karen. When she was here at the retreat, she got from the foot being low on her calf to getting that foot up. So I'm just bragging. I'm so happy. Sometimes there's a little cue that helps. Always feel free to email me or text me if something doesn't make sense. But in general, the foot pushing on the thigh and the thigh foot pushing back will help. Now, can you take a shoulder stretch that serves you? It could be prayer pose behind you. It could be reverse namaste. It could be cow face. Good, Cheryl. And what you did was do it while you were moving. Good, Betty. That's it. Oh, good. Now, I'm just going to cue it now, but if you're working on it, still work on it. Bring your hands to the heart. You see how we're trying to move with our feet in tree? Lower your foot when you're ready. Awesome. Now lift and spread your toes. If they ever don't respond, just get down there and move them. And then the other foot comes up. Try to go calf or inner thigh or wherever is good for you. Now, once you feel like that's your place, you can go up. And you're stacking your bones. So there's this little work that you have to do as you can. So scan the jaw. It's not tight, it's relaxed. There's a little tone in your glute, but you notice you don't have to grip it so hard that it's tense. There's a little tone in your quad. There's tone in your feet, but your toes don't ever have to be hammer-toed. Now, if you can add on a cue, you can add on a shoulder stretch. We'll do the opposite one. So yeah, Michelle and Cheryl, and that's it. Oh, good, Betty, that's it. Breathe in. And then your breath is long and fluid as opposed to short and stunted. The exhale matches the inhale. For me, when the lips separate, that helps me relax my jaw muscle. When I soften my tongue as a cue, that helps me relax my jaw. So see if those work for you. Ribs are over the pelvis. Now what we'll do is try to release the hands from that while you're in tree. Try to bring your palms down. All of that sequence was balanced. Really good job. Now take the inhale to open up. I'm going to turn to you first, but right foot forward, left foot back. So what I've done is put myself in a railroad track, not a tightrope. I've got about 3.5, 4.5 feet, depending on your build, and adding some beautiful circles. Inhale to find a shoulder release. Now the Namaste reverse could be one, and we've been opening our shoulders, so your stretch might be deeper than it was before. Inhale, legs are long but soft. Exhale, forward. Now your gaze wants to change because we don't want any tension in the neck. Left hip steers forward, right hip steers back. Notice that hamstring on the front. I'm going to look at you. Good. Chin tuck, Michelle, just the tiniest bit. Yep, that was it. And I think, Shireen, your right shoulder can open just by your attention. Yep, that's it. That was it. Nice. It's almost like my hands are on your shoulders and I'm gently encouraging them open. Your toes are not cramped or curled up, but your arch is working. Now we're just shifting our hands to our leg. You may put it on your thigh and you might go a little lower with a soft knee. It's okay if you have to bend more here. You might go to the floor. Feel a little different hamstring stretch. Can you relax your jaw? Can you relax your eyes? Your neck? Can you relax the toes? Now take an inhale, and when you exhale, you're pushing strong with your legs. You're floating your arms up, even into a back bend. If you would like a balance, lift up both heels and cross your toes on your weight. Breathe in. Now lower your heels and place your hands at your heart and let your left foot land like a mountain lion or softly. Good. Inhale. Awesome. And then send that other foot 4 feet deep or so. Railroad it. Go up and around. And up and around. As big a circle as you can. And then you're going to find a place. You can do 3 to 5 of those. Find a place. So I'm doing Namaste reverse. You could do cow face, and maybe cow face is a deeper expression. Open up the shoulders here. So notice how the arms open, the elbows open. Now hinge, try to keep them open even though you're looking down, because the shoulders will try to go with you, but you're going to keep them open. I'm going to look at you. And Karen, your shoulders look more open. Let me show your head and neck look like they're in the right place right now. And good, Betty, that looks really even. The tongue is soft, the jaw is soft, the lips might even separate a little bit. The neck is soft. So as you get deeper in the pose, you might find you have to tuck your chin more. The hands can come down to something, the thigh or the shin or the floor. Get ready. Now you could walk your way up, your hands on your thighs, or once you feel like your body can do it, go up. Breathe in, a little back bend here. You can even lift your arms, you could even lift your heels. Mouth is I'm separating the lips to encourage the jaw soft. See what cues work for you. Lower your heels, hands together at the heart. Feet land like a mountain lion, Samasthiti. That breath sort of assimilates everything like you're baking a cake. And we're gonna grab a sip and meet me back here. You guys are doing great. We are going to be, when you meet me at the end of your mat, we're not going down for the whole thing, but I do want to do a down dog. So when you're ready, come up, inhale. Now you can do either one of two things. You can exhale down and you can go straight to down dog. Or if you want to do a vinyasa to get there, you could bend your elbows, do an inhale up dog, and then do an exhale down dog. So we're going to meet in down dog. First of all, just hold your heels down and notice how good that feels on your calves. Sometimes you have to shake your neck, or you can shake your neck to kind of know what tension's there or not. Neck soft. Act like I'm pulling your hips back. Feel how that lengthens your back. If you need more stretch, lift up your toes, not the heels, the toes. Notice how they're still getting longer. You're still stretching. The posture is not really ever still like a piece of concrete. It moves as you release. Take an inhale. Now look up at your hands, step, jump, or walk to get up there. Halfway up. And now when your blood pressure feels settled, go all the way up and into a back bend. Breathe in. Exhale, let your hands come to your heart. And then leave your right foot forward at the front of your mat-ish. Now I'm going to try to land soft back. And my left foot is turned out because for warrior one, your body may be about 45 degrees, but maybe not. This leg's about 90. Go up and shoulder blades down. So I'm going to turn to you. You'll see all sorts of pictures of this warrior one, and you're going to find what works for you. So when I go narrow, I'm kind of in my traps. So for me, this, I almost feel like a perfect puzzle piece. And because a long time ago I was upper trap dominant, I still like this cue. So it's up to you. Another one I really like, if you're sort of upper trap dominant, is to open up. So I don't want you to feel tied to something that you see on TV or whatever. It's like, what works for you? What are your intentions? So right here today, I want to open my chest and I'm going to go wide for me. Good. but I'm not gonna cock my wrist. Barely tuck your knuckles. Yep, you got it. So the wrists aren't doing any extra. You feel, see that? You're just long. I've actually walked through a doorway and I've caught my forearms. Notice how, Cheryl, that looks great. Like that looks really good on your chest. So if you're trying to prevent rounded shoulders, this is a good one. Now I'm going to shift it to warrior three. I'm turning so you can see me. You're going to pitch forward, take flight into maybe a diagonal, maybe parallel to the floor. I've got pretty wide arms here so that I don't get in my traps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now gracefully come to standing, Samasthiti. Whew, powerful, awesome. Let it breathe, let it simulate like a cake. Now we're gonna take the other foot, 4 feet deep or so, and slightly turned out. The front knee's at 90. Now, your hips are square to the front of the room, so I like to put my hands on them. They're square. Arms can be, doesn't that feel good? It's like, it's gonna feel good where you need it, like I need this, or therapeutic. So open up the pecs, your wrists are neutral, not cocked backwards. Does that make sense? Yep, you got it. And everybody's wrists look good. Good, that's it. And Betty, it's up to you. If you want more knee bends, you can do it, but you'll probably have to walk your feet for the part like that. And actually walk your right foot back a bit or your left toes forward. Yep, so the knee is at 90 or obtuse. It's not like forward of that. Yeah, that's it. And then open up the arms. You can imagine you just climbed a mountain and the sun shines on your mountain and you've got this wonderful view and you're up there with the eagles and you're up there with the red-tailed hawk, embracing all the beauty of nature, breathing in all that wellness and connection to your cells. Now, we're going to notice there's a transition. You'll pitch forward, your arms might inhale, lengthen wide still, and then you shift up at a turn to get away from my wall. Right leg is in line with your torso, either in a diagonal or a parallel to the floor. I'm going to look at you. Good, Cheryl. Good neck position, Cheryl. Good. Lengthen your bottom leg, Betty. Yes. Give it some strength. It's going to help you. And yep, really strong. And think strong thoughts. If your mind goes somewhere else, think strong thoughts. I'm learning this. I'm getting better at it. I'm showing up. Breathe in. Inhale. Gracefully slide back to Samasthiti. Nice job. Let that cake bake. Grab a sip. We're going to do a quad stretch. And Betty, that cue of strengthen your bottom knee really worked for you. It looked at your whole body changed. Now on this one, I like to add in a dynamic shoulder stretch because we can always use those. So really go up and back, but not the torso. You notice how my torso tried to move, so up and back, just my arm. Then hold on to a foot or something, a calf, an ankle. You can pull your heel towards your booty, pull your rib down, pull your pubic bone up. Good, 10. So at first it's all quad. Front of the thigh, good. Good. Michelle, you might be able to pull your knee in closer to your other knee. Yeah, just that, and just see if that made it a little more quad. Yeah, because the leg will travel out on its own. Now, if you care to add on, now you are pushing your foot into your hand. The heel does get further away. And really, it's more about the thigh coming up. You're not really hinging forward with your body. It's more about the leg coming up. Breathe in. Now can you gracefully come back? Hands at the heart. Ooh, do you feel how that's all open? Good, stay. Now, the body stays stable, but the left arm, it goes up all by itself, up, 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 up and behind. But notice how the rib tried to rotate. You're gonna keep your body forward. Hold on to that foot. Two hands are one. Good, Cheryl, love it. Rib down, pubic bone out. Yeah, it's really good with that second one too, because you could get a double shoulder stretch. Good, just do the best you can. Good, Betty. Your focus is the quad. Of course, we're building balance. The tailbone kind of goes under, the ribs kind of go down, not by your butt muscles, but by your ab muscles. So this is toned. Nice. Good. Karen, that's how I'm built. If I touch an area, I can tell it what to do better. So this ab should be toned. Now, push your foot into your hand. I just felt the shoulder open up. Maybe you felt it open up more. Your thigh goes up more than your body goes forward. It's more about the thigh trying to pull up. Now, my neck has to tilt down a little bit as I'm in a deeper expression of Dancer Natavajasana. So you may notice you're subtly scanning and adjusting. Your neck looks great, Cheryl. I think you can straighten your bottom leg. Shireen, I think, yeah. So it's like a poker staff, but it's not ever bending backwards, the bottom leg. Inhale, reach. Good, and that leg's probably burning, right? Because we're doing a lot of balance. Whew, grab a sip. Wonderful, guys. I want to add tree pose. I'm sorry, not tree pose. Ardha Chandrasana. But inhale, it's going to feel a little different because of all we've done. Up, now go over. If you care to make it a little different, hold. So notice it's a little different than that first one. Mm-hmm. Long elbow. Yep, that lengthened, good. Your arm might frame your ear. Breathe in, go up, hands at the heart, take a moment. Now I want you to just notice, oh, isn't that so good? Go up, over, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Add on your version today. So good. Good. Show your shoulders are looking good. Karen, your elbows looking long. We'll show you too. Breathe. Make sure this bottom arm is down the back and it's not accidentally gripping. You guys are doing great. Breathe in. Oh, good. It feels so good. Inhale, come up. Hands to your heart. Now, Samastiti, I'm going to turn to the side and see the best you can by my cues and my visual. When we're in Samastiti or going through our life, ideally, we've got four corners of pressure on our feet. Mounded big toe, pinky mound. So find that now, inner heel, outer heel. The toes are not crimping when we're imbalanced. There's 25% pressure on the corner, not forward, not back. Now the pelvis is like a bowl. If it spills forward, I'm in a unhealthy place for my back. If it spills backwards, I'm in unhealthy. I would like the bowl to be level to the floor. For me, that means there's a little tone right here, but there's no excess tension right here. My ribs are over my pelvis, not forward, not back, not left, not right. Now my ear is in line with the shoulder from the side, not a head. If it's a head, which most people err towards, I'm gonna pretend there's stinky cheese in front of my nose, and I'm gonna shift my head back like there's a drawer I'm sliding my jaw on. No tension in the neck. Now I'm just lifting up through the crown, not the shoulders, but the crown. Now just notice the best you can. That's your ideal posture. And then we're gonna take an inhale to go up with your arms, and I'm gonna separate the feet like 5-pointed star. Now exhale, let the fingertips touch. Now this time you bend one knee. I don't even care how far, because this is your class, your body. You bend lower if you want it. I care, but I don't want to tell you how far to go. Let me say it that way. You may go all the way down. Nice, Cheryl, good. And right, and left. Good. Now, when you're on the right side next, find a place that works for you. It may be that you're down, it may be that you're 90. You listen to you. You may feel like wrapping your foot. I have an insatiable urge to do that when I'm here. My bottom arm's underneath my shin, my left arm's up. But where do you feel an inner thigh opening? Yep, nice shoulder opener, good. And Shireen, that's a good one too. If you want, you can put your right arm underneath your thigh. Yeah, underneath, yeah. And then the left arm, there it is. I know, the rights and lefts get confusing, but that's a wrap. That's awesome, that's called a wrap. Now inhale. Now you can use your hands to shift to the other side. Now you may not go all the way, you might. And you know, we do a ton of happy babies. So if you weren't comfortable in this, you could always take happy babies. Good, Michelle. Your left arm could go, yep, nice. I have a vision of Cheryl doing this with her family in the Christmas time. So these are things you can share with your family if they're up for it. You told me you did that one time with side planks. Now take an inhale. Of course, the one that I love for us all is this one, and it's basically a squat malasana. And listen, if you want a yoga block underneath you, grab that yoga block. And if you want to do happy baby, do happy baby. But this position is super healthy for your body. You see people in New Guinea fishing like this, and they're 128. So you know what I mean. So we're just releasing any stories about age being a limiting factor. If you keep doing it and training, you can do it. And you guys look really good. I have this extra hand stretch I'm doing, yep, with the palms, and my arms are actually helping my knees stay in place. All right, I'm super happy about that. Now, your hands are gonna help you, and then put your toes under. So my toes are under. Shift back, that's a foot stretch. Now watch, if you want more, shift up. That's a foot stretch. So I've got my heels up. If you want more, toe crush asana is pretty fun. Woo! Yep. So do your feet need it? Mine needed it. Walking in the sand. See how that feels? Lift your hips if you want more. Chin tuck. Breathe in. And then exhale, come up. All right, now hands here and cat cow. Oh my goodness, cat cow, cat cow, cat cow. Inhale and let your breath dictate your movement. And if you feel like you can add on circles, do that. If you need more cat cow, do that. This is circles for your hips, or it's actually for your low back, but your hip circle. Now, if you care to add on down dog, up dog articulation, one of my favorite poses I've been recycling since I saw that, go for it. If you care to keep with your cat cow, do that. But if you're here, you lift your heels, lower back pushes up, middle back, upper back, inhale, up dog. Now, tuck your chin. upper back, middle back, lower back. Lift your heels, lower back, middle back, upper back. Breathe in. Tuck, upper back. Breathe. All right, just have fun. Good. Like a wave or good. The shoulders look good, they're open. Nice. Good, Cheryl. I love up dogs on you. You're pressing through your hands, your shoulders are open. Inhale. Nice, Shireen. Yep. And what we'll do is take the belly all the way down when you're ready. So I'm just gonna actually tilt my screen to make sure you have the best view of me you can. And sometimes, Betty, sometimes it helps me if you tilt yours down. Your screen's kind of like mine. I have a great view of you when you're standing, and then when we go down, I need it to tilt, so that's great. So every class, I will offer an extension because I want your upper back to have a great chance. I'm going to go through the cues here. You're lifting up the belly like you have a little piece of ice. That means you're not sagging in your back. Your arms, they spiral so the elbows point down if you can. If they're not able to do that, they're at least pointing to the side, but if you can, spiral them down. For me, that kind of means my pinky side of my hand has more weight on it than the other because it's held in my serratus, ribs 1 through 9, to help me stabilize the scapula down and not up like a football player. So the shoulder blades are down. That makes your neck long. That's why this one's called swan. Good. See if the shoulder blades will go down a little bit more, Shireen. I think. Yeah, just feel like breathe in. And Karen, that looks amazing. It looks amazing. Good, Betty. Good. And your neck looks really good, Cheryl. That's awesome. Now exhale, lower. We're going to do it again. And I spend time there because there's so many cues. So get ready. Begin lifting up. Let your hands assist. Probably more pinky side. Elbows start spiraling down. Clavicle wide. Neck long. Cheryl, that looks really good in your neck. And Karen, yours has changed. You look awesome. Like it's changed just from last week. Definitely. It's the elbow cue, I think. Breathe in. And lower. Okay, we're doing it one more time. It's that important. Take an inhale, peel up. And you might imagine you're a snake coming out of the baskets. A rattlesnake. You hold here. How long can your neck feel? How little tension can you have in your jaw? Your butt's active, but it's not overly active. Breathe in. And now if you like a child's pose, do that. If you're like me and you need more toe under, do a toe under child's pose. Take an inhale to have a seat. And I'm going to offer the right foot over. You can also do this rotation lying down, so I just wanted to offer something different, but you can do this or this. Your inhale goes up and your exhale catches your leg. I like to pull it in a little for my hip. Now, if this doesn't serve you, do a lie down stretch. I thought we'd just touch this. 10, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Good. 9. Yep. The back hand acts like a staff holding you up. 8. 5. Good. I like that, Shireen. 4. Inhale, open. Switch your legs. Help them out if you want. Yeah. Inhale, open and go the other way. Go the other way, and you could gently hook your elbow, or Shireen, that's right. You can like put your elbow on it, arm up. Betty, that looks good. Notice how your thoracic spine is so much more flexible. I like an image of wringing out a wash rag. It kind of purifies, you're breathing in and you purify the spine, purify the body. You exhale out anything you don't need. Now inhale, and when you're ready, release. And what we're gonna do is lie down, and if you need to sit, we're gonna lie down and take a hip opener, right ankle to left thigh. I think you guys did great today. Right ankle to left thigh. And if you want a pillow here, you can do that. You can interlace your fingers. You can rock and move. I'm gonna turn off the big light. I think, if there's enough light in here. Yeah, let's try that. Roll your ankle and do all those things that make you feel good. And put on a and just enjoy. Take another inhale. Now, while you're here, can you relax your eyes? Can you relax your forehead? Can you relax your jaw anymore? Can your hip relax more? Your lower back? And let your other one come up, ankle to thigh, and let your body focus on these internal cues, the breathing, the releasing of your muscles, how it feels. And if your mind wanders while you're doing this, just call it back like a faithful puppy dog and bring it back to the breathing. You're not harsh on yourself, you're kind to yourself. When you rock, does that help your low back feel like it releases? Does it open up the hip in different ways? If you move your neck a little, does that seem to let the neck soften because the body has support on the floor? It doesn't have to work. When you exhale, can the mouth be just as soft as it can and you don't even notice any tension in your jaw? And if you care to add on your feet going up the wall, you can do that now. You could also do it with the yoga block. You can do it with a foam roller. And just while you're here, breathe in an energy of care, self-care to your mind, and relax any muscles of the scalp and jaw. Breathe in an energy of care to your shoulders and feel them relax even more. Breathe in an energy of care and nourishment to your heart. Your gut, your stomach, your intuition. Let your back soften even more. Relax an energy of care to your hips. Let your glutes relax. They don't have to work right now. Relax your thighs and your knees. Give them care. They don't have to brace. They get to receive care. They don't have to work for us now. Relax your ankles and your feet and give them care. Now breathe in the energy of care to your whole body. Now, as you're ready, gently wake your fingers and your toes and gently start coming to a position that serves you. take a moment to place one hand on the heart and the other on the heart, and just relax the shoulders. And breathe in the energy of care to your heart. And release any worry or trouble of the past or the future. All of our power is now. Breathe in an energy of care and nourishment to every cell in the body, this beautiful vessel that allows us to experience the world in depth, that acts as our guidance and gives us hunches and intuitions about how to follow our path. And then take a moment to intend total wellness and peace to your body. When your cells turn over, if we create a healthy, optimal place for them to thrive, the next cells that are coming in can know to thrive, have radiance and vibrancy. So we're going to do on our end, creating a healthy environment. Today I intend to care for my body. I'm going to notice any thoughts that I can redirect to a healthier, well place. I'm going to keep good thoughts in my mind, speak well of my body and my mind, speak well of people in my presence. I'm going to eat good foods, drink good beverages, think good thoughts. I'm going to treat my body with care and wellness. And in that, it will also rise to that vibration for me. We'll take a moment to intend that care. And whenever you're ready, come back into the room. And I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.